Chapter 9, Using NLP to Avoid Manipulation. Neuro-linguistic programming is defined as a set of skills that reveal the kind of communication that matters most, on the inside and out. Neuro refers to the brain, mind and, more so, how it affects behaviors and communication. Linguistic refers to the ways we reveal the state of our mind and body through verbal and nonverbal communication. Programming refers to the potential of changing the state of our body and mind. A person who knows NLP can understand his or her mind and the minds of other people and the conversations going on within. Such a person will understand how the mind of a person works under certain circumstances. Consequently, she can change the way the person thinks gradually. Does that mean that a manipulator can change the use of NLP to control his/her victims? Manipulation is defined as attempting to influence or influencing the behaviors or emotions of others for one's purpose. However, manipulation does not have to have a negative outcome for the victim. Neuro-linguistic programming can be manipulative in this way too. Simply put, the outcome of NLP will depend on the practitioner using it and his/her intentions. A marketer or salesperson may use these techniques to persuade a customer to purchase products. Another person may use the skills to extort money from the other. It can be used to get you to agree with things you would ordinarily disagree with. Most people using NLP want to manipulate a person into feeling better and being more resourceful. They help a person to set goals, solve problems, identify exactly what is going on in their lives, fix a mental condition such as phobia, or inspire them to be great. However, there are those people who will use NPL for selfish purposes. It is okay to deal with NLP practitioners who have good intentions, such as therapists, motivational speakers, among others. But you need to be wary of the people trying to manipulate you negatively using the neuro-linguistic programming techniques. What should you look out for? First, watch out for people copying your body language. If you notice that a person talking to you is copying the way you sit or fold your hands, do a test by changing your style or making new movements. If the other person does the same, you have a manipulator at hand. A manipulator who is skilled at using NLP will not have a hard time making these changes, but a new one will immediately follow you. It is a good time to question the person. Secondly, move your eyes randomly. A person seeking to manipulate you will closely listen to your words and eye movement. When a person is watching your eyes and face closely while having a conversation, you might think that she is interested in your story. That is hardly the case. A manipulator will be observing the way you store and access information. The movements of your eyes can give you away. A good manipulator using NLP will be able to tell what you are thinking in a few hours. She will be able to tell when you are lying or telling the truth. Consequently, they will be able to predict your next move and use it to their advantage. A safer way of avoiding this kind of manipulation is to move your eyes randomly. Look around, and right, left, up, down in predictable patterns. Ensure that the movements seem natural. This will drive the manipulator crazy as she is unable to read you. Thirdly, do not allow a person to touch you. As crazy as it sounds, something as simple as a tap on your shoulder can alter your emotions. A manipulator who is knowledgeable in NLP will know when you pay your back or tap your shoulder to anchor you. In simpler terms, you might be having a conversation with a person, and you are laughing, then the person taps your shoulder. This is called anchoring, and it gives the person the power to put you back in that state later by touching you in the same place. Do not allow a potential manipulator to touch you. Fourthly, look out for vague language. One of the NLP techniques recommended by Milton Erickson involves the use of vague language. It has been found that vague language can be used to lead people into a trance. On the other hand, specific languages keep people alert, thus hard to manipulate. If a person is using a language so simple that you do not need to think hard, look closer. You might be manipulated. Fifthly, look out for permissive language. If a person makes a statement like, "Feel free to relax," be very wary. Such permissive language takes a person into a trance. A manipulator will make you feel comfortable before striking. According to NLP, the easiest way of allowing someone to make you do something is by letting them permit you. Again, look out for gibberish. If a person says something like, "As we move towards the center of the matter," you will find yourself in line with the look of success than in the previous times. That sentence is so complicated. Yet the message can be passed more straightforwardly. In such a case, tell the person to be more specific. "Can you please elaborate? Please tell exactly what that means." Manipulators are very good at using words to confuse you. They are never direct with their intention. If you feel that something is not clear, ask for an explanation. It is also important to read between the lines. Many people are not direct with their intentions, especially when they want to manipulate others. Be on the lookout for hidden messages. A master manipulator will hide their intentions in statements. They will also avoid giving you time to think. You will find that your time for replying is very limited. Also, their questions predetermine your answer. For instance, "That place is very beautiful, don't you agree we should visit it?" Do not subconsciously agree with what others say. Take your time to understand the question. Do not agree with a manipulator. If a person is making you agree with them quickly, it is better to say no. Do not rush into decisions influenced by emotions. Take your time and let the person know that you need to consider a few things before giving an answer. Use a rational mind to analyze the statements. Finally, trust your instincts. If your intuition shows you that a person is playing with you, it is probably right. This is one of the main rules you should apply in life. It is important to walk away from such a situation or engage in a defensive way. However, it is advisable to avoid engaging manipulators. They might find a way to convince you. Chapter